Ladies and gentlemen, fellow traders and investors, welcome to the program. Okay, what's happening in the stock market this week? Well, what we're looking at here is the SPY, the SPY representing the S&P 500. As you can see, we reached an all-time high again today. Every Friday we've been reaching a new high. But then we had a major pullback back to 510. So again, this week you can see we dropped below this little red line we wanted to stay above, and boom. So now we have an all-time high up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise this all-time high to 518.22. This is a daily chart we're looking at. We're going to move this support. We're going to want to see the base of this basically around 504. So we're going to see if we can stay in this range. Okay, but what's been interesting is the 10-year yield has dropped, like 20 basis points in 1 week. And the relative strength of the dollar has dropped as well, down to 102.74. And here we're having some profit taking, I would imagine. So this could be a nice bullish setup. This is the kind of pullback you're looking for. See, here's a pullback here. That was on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday here. And here we have a new indicator down here, as you can see, that I've been testing. This is the volume. Okay, these grand candles didn't tell you much volume. Now the red versus the green shows how much selling was in that volume, that whole candle, this for the day. Here it was like all green, a little bit of red, and so this indicator's been working quite well. So here it's almost like a little bit 60% sellers versus say 40% buyers. So this has been working kind of neat. So let's go into the QQQ. And before we do that, I'm going to ask you guys, please support our channel. Click that subscribe button. We got a goal of 100 subscribers. Click the like button, even if you don't subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Gets the channel out there. And, we thank you for that. And thank you for the current supporters of our channel. Thank you very much. So there's the SPY. Let's go to the QQQ representing the NASDAQ. Okay, we had a nice, again, reach all-time highs today. But nice big pullback today. Okay, big sell-off. Look at the volume down here. Red, so it's like 90% or so selling pressure. But it stayed in this range. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these trend lines right there. Even though it made a new high of 448, 446 seems to be the resistance. Okay, and this 437 appears to be a nice little floor, a base. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We'll keep an eye on that. Now why did that happen? Well, let's take a look into NVDA. They took a big hit today, right here. Okay, they reached an all-time high today and then a big sell-off. And they're part of that top 7 stocks, and that's that put big pressure on the NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and change this to 974. All new high. 974. And it was just a couple weeks ago, I think I was telling you about the targets from JP Morgan and other companies of 825, 950. And that was within the next 6-12 months. We're at 974 and it's only been a couple of weeks. So this AI run is definitely on the run. We're going to move the support range up. We're going to remove it up to right about here. Okay, 821. We would like to see it stay in this range. If it drops below this, it could definitely be coming back down to, I'm going to actually move this. Computer's acting up here a little bit. So we're going to say the next area of support is going to be here, 738. So that's what's been happening there. Let's take a look at the big 7 stocks. Okay, here we go. Apple. They've been on this downtrend. They're below the 200-day moving average. They're below all four moving averages: 200-day, 50-day, 20-day, 5-day. So they've been selling off quite a bit, and you can see that when they hit these trend lines, we get a little bit of consolidation. Here it's trying to hold below that. What's one being? Oh, I don't even have a trend line below that. So we're going to start drawing new trend lines for Apple. So Apple's been selling down. Microsoft, okay, they've been consolidating. They're buying time to raise these averages. So right now it's at the 5-day and 20-day. The 50 days this red line. See how that bounced off the 50-day real nice here, back on Wednesday. So, and then here we have Google. Again, Google's been coming down. It's holding this 200-day moving average, but it's definitely in a downtrend. And we drew this red line here. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bigger, thicken that up a little bit. We drew this downtrend, and look, it's actually respecting the levels. Look how today it touched it and it bounced right back. And that topping tail shows weakness, selling pressure, and that's for Google. Okay, here's NVDA, which we just went over. Okay, and we got Meta. Every Friday seems like a new high. Here's Meta, new high today, 523.57. Amazing. It's really, really moving nicely. It's like a slow grind up. Beautiful. Amazon is holding on. It's in this range here of 171 to 177. Let's take a couple real quick look at some popular stocks. Before we do that, let me give a shout out to my traders, my boy Phil, my boy Ivy from Ivy League Trading. He's a good guy. You should check him out. Ivy League Trading. He's a good guy. He's committed. So I want to give my shout out to my boy B-Dog, Joel, Coco, Harold. I hope you all had a great week. So, okay, let's get in here today. Obviously, Zillow was a nice big winner today. They are staying in this back into this slow grinding uptrend. It was consolidating sideways, but it's trying to hold this green uptrend here on the low end. Not bad. Let's go to some popular ones here. AMD. Okay, AMD had some big moves, and look today. It reached an all-time high today of 227, and then dropped all the way back down to 205. So that was a big trading range today, 205 to 227. A lot of opportunities there for day traders. So that was pretty impressive there. Tesla. Oh, let's back this out. Again, Tesla's holding this downtrend, as you can see. They're in a downtrend at 180. You know, they were making it up here to 204, and it's just been dropping off. You can even see the volume here in our little bars here. You can see all the selling pressure. So that's not too. Oh, something I want to talk to you guys about was Palantir. I talked about this last week. This was a nice trade. Here we go, daily chart. Now, I kept telling you last week that we kept testing this 2571. We tested it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And then when it finally broke out, 2571 went up to 2672. It's a whole dollar move. Then to 2747. So that was some nice day trading there, swing trading, what have you. And then obviously today, big pullback. It needs to stay in this range. It needs to hold above 2571 if it's going to want to take a leg higher than $27. Where does it go from there? It's $29.19. Okay, so that's a nice pullback. Well, let's see if we can maintain this 2571 area. It'd be very important. Otherwise, we're going to fall back to this 2289. So other than that, Oxy, oil, WTI has been in a slow uptrend. It came down today. It's down to $77. Now Oxy, oh look, it's still kind of holding this. Let's draw another little trend line here. Let me just duplicate this. Duplicate drawing. And it's kind of in a tight little range here, as we can see. So we'll leave that there. Tight little uptrend right here. And this is the daily chart, so that's interesting. Let's look at the volume. The volume has dropped off. Look at that big bullish day here. So today there was some, some pressure. You can see the sell-off here. Anything else? Intel, that had an interesting day earlier in the week. You can see it was pretty bullish here. Intel came up from 42.30 to its high of 45.58. So there was some, for 3 days in a row, that was pretty nice. Pull back, took off again from 43.88 all the way up to 46.32. And look at today, huge sell-off, huge. 46.50 down to 44. And that's pretty big. That was a 4.5% from yesterday. So, but it's staying in its range. Notice how it respects these trend lines here. It touched that up trend line, boom, right back down. So this could be a support area, 43, 44. It's not bad, but maybe even down to 42.50. We'll have to see. Anything else we want to take a look at? These semiconductors, the SMCI has been taking off. Look at this, like just a beautiful straight up. And this is from January 19th, from $340 to now $1,220. All new high today, $1,229. So again, that's all part of that AI movement. And silver has with the dollar going down, silver's been kicking. It's been great for day trading or even swing trading. Look at these moves here. 21.42 to 21.86. You buy 200, 300, 400 shares, whatever. They're nice moves here. And then they pull back. And we're already up to here, up to 22.40 now. It touches high, almost 22.50 today. And just, several days ago, we were down to $21. It's $1.50. Anyway, anything else we take a look at? Oh, you know what I want to say? The New York Community Bank. They talk about this on TV, the news. They just say NYCB. They're not really telling people what's going on. Some bad news came out. It's a regional bank, and look at this pullback from basically 10.50. It's down as low as $1.70 just 2 days ago. And you can see how the volume, everything's just going real slow in the volume down here. The bad news comes out. Look at the volume come in. Boom. This thing is just selling off. So we're down to $3.42 right now for New York Community Bank. Just wanted to point that out. That was interesting. So anything else here we will take a look at? Let's see. Well, there was a nice big, we'll throw it in there, LYT. For the small cap stocks, there was some big moves on some small caps. As you can see here, you started out at 950 and went all the way up to 1862. This made for some nice day trading. This is a 5-minute chart. Comes up, comes back, $10, all the way up to 15. You can see our little volume works here quite nicely here. Our volume bars tells you when it's all the sellers coming in and buyers kicking in. Even works on a 1-minute chart. Show you that real fast. Let's see, it works really nice on 1-minute chart. Let's back off. Where were we here? There we were. So here's like a 1-minute chart. Just give you an example. It shows the volume really nice, so you get this big boost. This is a 1-minute chart. So what from 1 minute went from 12.10 to 14.12. Big volume. And then there was this one candle, you showed a little bit of red here. A lot of green. Volatility. This marches 13.30 to 15.89. Pull back. Again, down here to 13.27, as high as $18. Yes, I did day scalp this. That was some nice trading. Small caps have been aggressive. They've been hot lately. I like to dabble with a little bit of everything, large cap, small cap. But I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, that's it for today's program. Let's go back here to the SPY daily chart. And we have just been, let's get rid of this. I don't know what that's doing down here. So the SPY's off and running. The market's reason off. Is this a pullback? A correction? Well, with the 10-year yield being down and then the dollar being down, this could be a nice pullback. We'll have to see. So thank you for watching and have a great weekend.